This seems safe. Very safe. Well, Instagram notified me the other day that I've had this truck for 1 year already. Time to get this project started. This is my 1966 crew cab Dodge. Now, originally I believe this truck was a 383, but now it's got a 360. Cummins, 6-cylinder with an automatic behind it. The easiest thing to do if you're going to convert one of these older rigs to have modern-ish technology running gear is just take the cab, front clip, everything, and just transplant it like this last owner did onto this 98 Dodge. Unfortunately, it's a short bed frame extended cab. That's not long enough for what this setup really wants. So over here I have a 97 extended cab, long bed, 12 valve, 5-speed. Unfortunately, that truck's got a salvage title, so in my book it really hurts its value a lot. So we need to get this project started. We need to transplant this cab and its other materialistic items onto that over there. The steering wheel is hooked up, but I'm just going to go up there and grab the trailer with the winch on it, winch it on, and drop it off in the back of the shop here. This seems safe. Very safe. The dogs are even kind of skeptical. This thing, it is a slick truck. But you see what I mean? Axle spacing incorrect because it's a short box, but everything else will be the same. So whatever gadgetry they put onto this should work just the same for the other truck. Well, this had to come off, and it was theoretically supposed to be easy. There's a lot of weight right there, way heavier than a second-gen bed. Well, that was a safe adventure getting that truck in here. I thought about just hooking the skid steer on it and throwing it in, but that frame, running gear, engine, trans, everything on this truck is in perfect working condition, so I didn't want to just start destroying on that. And, well, we got both coolers going in the shop, so it's going to be nice. Plan today is rip the front clip off of this thing at minimum and start assessing what we need to do to get the cab off of there, because it does actually have the steering and the brakes and the throttle all hooked up. So there's going to be some stuff we need to undo. But let's take a look at this thing. It's in great shape running wise underneath, but the frame's too short. I know some people would say go ahead and just cut the frame and open that can of worms. Then I got to go find extra frame, which I do have, but I want to cut into stuff. But I do have a whole other truck that would be very close suited, and it's already a 5-speed, so it'll work great. Now this thing did have a flatbed on it when I went to go pick it up. Very well secured flatbed, I might add. Let's check that one. Oh, just, yeah, 4 bolts, the wiggly wampus stuff going on right here. That just oh, broke its chicken neck right there trying to tuck that in. Lowered the fuel tank so that they could get the cab on there, which is funny because it's got a lift kit on it, so it's all trying to just conform back into the center. Even lowered the, what? Never seen that before. Put blocks for the spare tire to lower it down. Not really sure why. But like I said, it's a 66 year model. It's got a little bit of cancer right here on the door, and the rocker right here and here have been caved in. Look like it did some two-wheel schmobbing. It was a two-wheel drive truck like most of these crew cab back in the days were. And I'm not really sure why. Because you think modern day times everybody wants a crew cab because, well, because you can. So I got these to swap in. All the doors, which is beautiful on this truck, they all work. Apparently I got a Cadillac air cleaner for a $472. That's definitely not what was in this truck. What else we got in here? Is that an eggshell? Yep. Weird. Appears to be the original wiring harness for the truck. I think it was a 383, so a big block kind of a truck. An intake that is severely dry rotted. Shroud, original radiator, condenser, intake. Got a stack apparently over there. More intake stuff. Got a cowl up there. The floor on this is just nuts how well shaped it is. Looks like it's starting to do a little something right there. We're gonna have to come through and just wire wheel this thing to death, bring it around. Plan is to put a set of 3rd gen seats in here that I have, because I have them. Went through every different variety of mirror that they, oh, even got some up there. Somebody probably bumped it with a tractor. And then just cool how the windshield does that kind of stuff. Got a nice big arch on the edges. Front here, extra shock added. Almost got burn. It's got extra stuff. Control arms, aftermarket. Let's go ahead and open the drivers so we can see what's in there. Because it's funny how these trucks are. It's even 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive. Normal trucks today, your floorboard is at this level. So this one humps up right here. So it actually has pretty much a car seat in this thing. It doesn't sit very high. Because the steering wheel, with this milk crate being twice as high as I guess what the seat would be, I can't get my leg underneath that. Check this out. It's got the old school parking brake like what tractors would have. Boom, that's pretty cool. Remember those? Yeah, I had an uncle, if you were high beaming him, he would just full throttle, full auto that thing at you. Shut off solenoid for the 12 banger that's underneath the hood. Fully built ATS transmission with paperwork. I believe it's like stage 2. That's better than stage 1. And check out how the trans tunnel just opens up. That thing's sitting in the back too. Right back there. So I do have that part. So you can access everything. Get to the top bolts. You don't need 54 extensions and a wobble on the top, so you can get those out. That is just nice. Originally an automatic. I wish I could, utilize this thing, but it's going to have a stick shift because I got that and it's better. And man, that is just, it's so nice how they did that. Let's go ahead, open up the hood and show you what kind of awesomery is there. This truck is actually very tall. I don't know what lift it's got on, at least a 6-inch. I just take that off. It's not scary. If you guys followed the video, followed the V-Belt and Son channel, I did fire this truck up on that channel. It appears to just be a factory 12 banger. It does have a turbo on it, whatever that means. It looks like it had a screwdriver going through it. Oh, we're good. It was a little tight. But this thing fired up, great oil pressure, ran perfect. Doesn't appear the killer dowel pin has deleted. So we are, for the basic idea of this whole unit, I couldn't have bought the engine and trans for what I got the whole truck for. It was a screaming deal. Amazon elbow on it, P-pump. Like I said, shut-off solenoid has been deleted on. It's inside the cab. So we just need to start taking this thing apart right here. You got the horn up on the hood? That's neat. They did not consider serviceability at all when they put this. What's that bolt? Nothing. So that bracket, they did custom build that, and it had chopped up pieces of their mud flap, which is fine, but I can't get the intercooler out. Okay, let's see. Get the grill off and it'll all fall apart. Well, grill support is actually mounted to the frame like that cab. I'm hoping at least 6 more of these and it should have been good. Okay. It's always fun trying to pull fender, front slips, and all that stuff apart. That'll loosen everything. They go in there like a Chinese finger trap. You gotta break stuff to get it apart. This one might have a bolt. No? Maybe it does. It does. One bolt left. All this to get the intercooler out. Can you believe that? Nice intercooler, looks great shape. One can only assume, since they rattle can spiced up the engine bay color, is that they did the killer dowel pin. Definitely before this finds a home permanently in the other rig, I'll go through and check all that mess. Gotta get the hood down, and I'm by myself. That's a challenge. 10 pounds. That sucked. All right, time to get the fenders off. Here's your undercarriage update. This frame is perfect. It almost looks like they painted it. But let's actually take a look at what we're really under here for. Look at the floors. They got a homemade cab mount block to go to the old cab mount, and just a slide over extension thing. And what in the world? There's a little bit of body rot right here. But again, I got patch panels for that. I was like, this one ain't doing nothing. It just there. Put the factory block right there and went straight to the frame. Let's see how it's unfolding underneath here. If it's as good a shape as we were hoping. Did break one bolt off down there, but there was two, so we're good. Heater core might not be in great shape unless it's a spinner. This right here, that's just no. Don't do that. You don't want your engine touching your firewall. Damn, everything's touching it. So the cab on the other frame is gonna have to go back just a smidge. So let's see. So you got the custom cab mounts right there onto the factory second gen cab mounts. It's right there. Floor seems good there. Master cylinder disconnected. Steering shaft. Apparently it's the same stuff. Disconnected that. Yeah, sure. So we'll take those 4 bolts off and I'm gonna pull this cab. I think I'm gonna do it today, just get it done. I'll be damned. They actually drilled and tapped for those. Thank you. There is somebody that cared. That one wasn't even tight at all. Take the cab off. Just gonna lift it a little bit with the skid steer. We'll roll the whole frame, everything up from underneath it, and then just drive the cab forward. Half earlier by myself on this, maybe 2 hours, and then total time now. Let's just say we got another hour. We got 3 hours, and it's back down to bare nuts like this. I don't know what the specific numbers on how the rarity of the crew cab trucks are. I know for the Fords, there's not a lot of those, and I haven't seen hardly any of these. Literally, I've only seen like probably 5. they weren't like a famous build truck. They were done awesome. So let's take a look at this frame, just to give you guys an idea, because this actually, Tom here was saying this is the nicest frame on the last couple trucks that picked up. And not gonna lie, I don't buy some winners, but when they leave here, I will humbly say they're nice trucks. But you can tell the level of the lift kit, because that's a pretty hardcore taper right there. She's tilted good. Purple drive shaft. That's where it welds together sometimes. Purple transmission, that's ATF. That's some supposedly good stuff. Personally, I'd rather have a handle out here that you can select your gears, but that'll work. Especially since it's going in a 69 Dodge Charger. Just hopefully plop right down on top of this. We'll get some measurements. Maybe we'll go out there in a second and do that just for shits and giggles. I'm going to take this thing and just store it next to the 70 Charger right now. And then next video, I'm going to bring in that 97 I pointed out earlier on in this one and start tearing that cab off that rig, because that's going to be the heart and lungs breathing, legs, arms, everything of the crew cab 66. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Like it, share it. We'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks, Tom, for helping. Later.